Well, isn't this very interesting? We appear to be having some serious performance issues with loading Twitch. I do hope that this doesn't mean that Twitch is not able to see this, because that would be rather unfortunate. Kotharis, wow, you are fast today. You are very, very quick. So I'm just gonna try flying this for a second. Hey, give me a minute. Well, actually, no, let's not give a minute. Let's just start going with those greetings as we usually do. Catharis, greetings. Whiskey Weasel, Pushing Robot, Our Son, 2013. Flying Tuna, Fish, Stephanies, Cold Reactor, The Other Davies, Pingo, 1011, Rodbotic? Wait, that's blowing my head. Radumium, Dev Renz, The Only Big D, Brandon Sullivan, EC2, Efficiently Glon, Gluck, Munch, and Unki Rua Kushi, hi! So yeah, I'm gonna try something here. Just gonna try flying this somewhere else out the way temporarily. Don't mind me, I've just got a kind of nefarious plan going on here. It's not too critical. Great, okay. So just gotta watch my velocity here. Please don't fall over. Please don't fall over. Excellent! This thing did not fall over. Okay, so now I can go back to the Space Center. No! So, this is a concept. Okay. We're gonna have a few of these things. Let's just launch this. So remember how you've got all these video games where you're doing air races and you're flying through hoops and stuff in the sky, right? Well, obviously these are hoops on the ground, right? So what physics keeps these hoops in the sky? Well, I'll tell you what I have is a script that I wrote using Kerbal RPC, and if all things go well, these things should all fly into the air. They're all under control of my script. So they're all kind of hover. I haven't really got my PID stuff in order, but these things are all going to kind of float around and do their own thing. I mean, they're kind of floating independently, but they're kind of dancing through the sky. And then I've got a plane here. I've got a plane! Guess what I'm going to try and do with a plane? It will probably involve crashing into things. Here we go. See? We actually have the physics figured out. So let's see how many of these I can fly through without crashing. Let's go for the one near the tower first. Near the launch site. Yeah, good luck with that. Not only, let's be clear, not only are they very kind of small, but they also tend to be moving up and down a bit. So let's see how far I can get. And I'm totally just guessing. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't mean to do that. But it's still flying, no harm done. It's spinning though. Could I have just made really tall rings? Yeah, I've done that before. That's the thing, I've done the tall rings before. I want to try flying rings because flying rings are so much cooler. I mean, it was just an exercise in trying to write scripts that would coordinate multiple things. Okay. Well. Oh! Let's just try landing this thing. Okay, you know what? No, let's just keep going. I either fly or I die. You think I should do it in IV? No, I actually kind of like flying this way so I can see where I'm going. I mean, okay, this ring is not really in an orientation which is so healthy. Oh, wow. Did I F5? No, but I can revert to launch. So, revert to launch is all I need, because I then need to restart the script. That's the important part. I like the fact that I've actually managed to crash multiple times, and these things are still floating around. Okay, that one I'm not going for, but I will go for this one here. Okay, here I go. This is really hard to figure out. Yes! Oh, yeah, beauty! Okay, where'd that one go? Did it fall from the sky? Have I lost one already? I think I might have hit physics range or something. I thought I had the physics range set really high, but apparently it just vaporized. Well, so much for that. Oh wait, no, it moved over this way. That's hilarious. Okay. Oh no 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 no. That's pretty hilarious. The rings are just floating around like jellyfish in the sky. I should totally make like space jellyfish and just have like a whole bunch of them floating. As you can see, I need to tweak this script a lot. I haven't made it calculate the thrust to weight ratio or anything. It's all flying with Kerbal RPC. So, let me just see if I can bring this up for you. Hold on. This might take a minute. I'm just gonna add video capture device maybe. Oh, window capture. Add window capture. Okay. So I'm gonna add a new thing. Okay, so that's my Python script, right? And that's it running. But if I change this, properties, no, cancel. What I can actually do is pick the multi-hover script up. There, so now you should be able to see the multi-hover script there that I wrote. It's really pretty simple, right? It just basically starts out by enumerating at the start. It basically says, for all the vessels that I can see, find any that have ring in their name. Do I know if there's any way to obtain iron brew in the United States? Yes, there are stores that have it. So, yeah, what else? So, it'll then basically go through, set up the engine, set up the throttle, and then when it's time for launch, it'll just go in and switch engine active. It can actually activate staging, I discovered, because that throws an exception. And then it just like runs in a loop every 10th of a second. It decides whether it wants to set the throttle to 1 or 0, and then the autopilot just has it kind of hold orientation. So yeah, let's go and try this again. How was? Oh, there are probably some musicians here. Oh, wait a second. Maybe not just yet. The song may come eventually when you know what, I'm actually gonna run. I haven't got any PID in here. I am gonna run upstairs and get a beer, right? Give me 1 second. Well, actually give me several seconds. Okay, the tea is going to be put to the side. I know I'm going to say that I didn't spend any time writing on this script. Okay, so let me actually just go. Oh, I don't have a webcam, a full screen webcam. Damn it! Give me 1 second. Because I want to show you this. I want to show you that this is the beer that I picked up. It is called Gravity Check. Gravity Check. Oh, yes. Low gravity beer for high gravity people. Oh, yeah. Oh, and by the way, this does use an unlimited fuel at this time. I would really like to make these work with jet engines, but throttle response time would probably make it unholy difficult. It's kind of funny, these things are just floating around still. I wonder how far they'll get. This one's kind of migrating off into the hills. This one's off over here. Wow, I love my chat. My chat is full of people that know so much. They're all like talking about Kalman filtered input into a PID would have, and he would have a segue. That's fantastic. You guys love what you do. Love what you do. So let's revert to launch. Am I technically a low gravity area? Good question. So yes, I do have the song sitting here, but we still have to figure out the music. So where is the script again? Oh, I need to kill this thing. It doesn't restart automatically. So I just run in and I hit F5 and it starts running. Isn't this beautiful? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now I can switch over to my aircraft. And let's see if I can fly them through them all this time. Second time lucky. I'm closer to the equator, so technically I'm in a slightly lower gravity area. That is true, although I'm not that close to the equator. Domino toppling. Domino toppling would totally work in Kerbal Space Program. The question is, can you build anything that's a particularly good, you know, whatchamacallit, one of those machine type things that's a little Rube Goldberg machine with dominoes. That's the kind of thing that we need to figure out. Oh yes, that's number 1. Right, now I gotta hunt down number 2. In the rings in the sky. Where is this one? Okay, this one is rotating. Oh, I'm not quite in the correct, but I think... Oh yes! Okay. Oh no! No! Wow, this thing just spins too fast. Oh man. I think I need to tune the roll on this thing, right? I need to retune this. Okay, kill this. F5, and now you have the warp thrust sound. I need to tune the roll. You know, it's all about my ailerons, because that's how I roll. Ha! Okay, no roll. Wait a sec. No roll in this one. And this one provides roll. Wait a second. No, which one provides roll? This one provides roll. Here. No, I want that one to provide pitch. And I want this one. Yep. So this is the one that provides roll, and I'm actually going to make it like a lot weaker. Let's try that. Let's see what happened. Anything else planned for this stream? Does anybody have any ideas for this stream? Should probably take off my brakes, right? There might be some singing based on something that I've been writing. But, you know, you may not want to hear that, so that may or may not be a bonus. Okay, so it kind of flies a little better like this. I'm going to throttle back, though, because I want to turn it. Okay, there we go. Actually, I think this might be a little too weak in terms of roll authority. Okay, here we go. Lined up. It might actually be easier from the cockpit, but... Oh, okay, that's number 1. And I haven't crashed into the ground yet. Oh, wow, there's 2 of them. Do you think I can get one and then the other? Oh, look at this! They're lighting... Oh, no. They're lighting up. They're lighting up. I gotta get a twofer here. Gotta go for a twofer. Yes! And... Woohoo! Yes! Excellent! Woohoo! That is awesome! That is so awesome that that actually happened, and I have not been drinking. Oh, I think I broke the microphone there. I think I seriously broke the microphone. That is just marvelous. That is a thing of glory there. There we go. And these, oh crap. Okay, well I missed that one. Okay, let's try it. Oh, man. Did I actually... I don't think I got through that one. Still. Look, this one's going sideways, so I kind of have to match the traversal rate. I'm getting pretty good at this now. Now all we need to do is add some winds and stuff like that. Oh, okay. Well, so much for that. Can I land this thing? Probably not. Okay, well that killed him. I think there was no way to escape from that one. Well, that was very special. You know, I'm thinking almost... Oh, you know what I should have done? Was I should have put it into reverse thrust. Yeah, I don't know what to do now. That was like my big challenge, and I've done it at like 15 minutes. I guess I could add more of these things. See if you can lead a line of drones through the hoops. Oh, man. Okay. I actually have an idea. I wonder if I could do this. Yeah, actually, it doesn't really matter so much. Hello, greetings from Germany. Okay. Thank you, greetings from Germany. And I'm not gonna fly these rings for now, because I wanna fly my plane for a second. I had an idea. Let's bring this thing up. Pop that up there. Throttle to 100%. I mentioned domino toppling because I've been watching a video of domino days that were... Yeah, I remember these domino day things because I had a thing when I was a kid that was all about domino toppling, and then I kind of grew up and realized there wasn't, you know, wasn't that kind of thing. Okay, so here's the idea. We're going to go way up. Okay, apparently reverse thrust is not enough to slow me down. I thought I could hang on the reverse thrust there. That didn't work. Okay. Yeah, okay, well, so much for that. Now what do we do? Do we build like add a GPS type position to your code so the rings always hover over the same spot? That would be great, but writing code is not that much fun, is it? I guess I could just add more of these things. Let's actually try flying this. I should probably actually revert flight to launch, right? So that load up the station 1 scenario and bring the whole thing down from orbit intact. What is station? You have to try and get all your rings there. What? What do you mean? We need 50 of these just to see mass chaos. Well, that's an idea, actually. So actually, no, that's revert to spaceplane hangar, right? So what we could do is join a bunch of these, right? So I'd need to figure out how to create, like, lots of these joined by some sort of... Oh, yeah, you know what we do, actually, is we join them from underneath, right? So this is what we'll do. We need a decoupler, right? So we can create a whole chain of these. That's the idea. Let's just use one of these stack separators. So we'll stick these here, right? And the next thing we'll do is have like a tiny command pod just to be... Oh, do I need a bigger one? Because we're probably going to need radial attachments, right? And then I-beam. Will an I-beam attach? An I-beam will in fact attach to the side of that pod. Okay, so we can do a bunch of these. And we need to make sure these are far enough apart that they only occasionally crash into each other for giggles. There we go, that should be far enough. Now, what I'm going to do is change the route to like one of these things, right? So that's now the route. And so I can grab this and stick it on here, right? No, I can't put it on there because it won't let me attach. Curses! Curses you and your attachment disorders. Why does this not want to attach? Maybe I shall just put a cubic octagonal strut on here. On here, actually, like this. It never quite lines up the way you want, does it? Thank you. So we'll stick this on top. And in fact, what I can do is pop this off. Excellent. Okay, so now change the route back to like this. Oh, thank you. And so I should be able to just like grab this and create another family of rings if I can figure out the rotation. Thank you. There, so we'll be able to do this and just stage them all, right? This beer is excellent, by the way. Actually, wait a second. Why am I doing that? Why not grab this one? Yes, so I can add two at once. There, okay. Okay, so that's 5 of them. And now I guess what I could do is add this and then flip it around. That's right, and add it on the other side. Okay, that's not what I wanted. That is what I wanted. Okay. Target rings. There we go. I should build the eponymous spacecraft from Arthur C. Clarke's Rendezvous with Rama. I have actually talked about doing that using Kerbal constructs. Okay, we might have an issue with these. They'll be fine. I'll just wait for them to calm down a little, though. You could fly the Olympic logo. That's right. Like, wow, you know what? Before I even try flying this, I need to try flying through that. I've got to F5 this because I'm so going to have to try flying through that with this. That looks like a challenge. That looks like a challenge which can only lead to explosions. I'm going to disable roll, enable pitch, and there we go. You think I need more struts? No, we have plenty of struts. Okay, and we once again have warp drive kicking in upstairs. So I guess I'm going to come down the runway, obviously, because that's what we have to do. This is me doing the Odysseus thing, yes. Is that 7 hoops? 7 axe heads? I only add... exactly. No, you only add struts if it moves and it's not supposed to move. And if it is supposed to move and it isn't moving, then you add boosters, obviously. Alright, here we go. Okay, I'm not quite lined up, but I can get there. I don't know if I can really do stationeers, although I would love to spend a bit more time on uplink. How about uplink? It's really always very hard for me to come up with things. Okay. Okay, getting there, getting there. Yes! Woohoo! Excellent. Now, I wonder if I can actually start this while flying. That is an interesting thing. Let's do this. F5. Let's see what'll happen here. Oh, you know what? Those things were supposed to stage first. Oh, but it seems that a bunch of them actually went airborne. So that's a good sign. That's pretty cool. Although I think these things got confused because... Oh, you know what happened is the active vessel changed, so these things lost... those lost any control, whereas these things kept control. So I still only have 3 of them, whereas the other ones are just going flying off into space. Oh. Darn. I always just seem to lose the wingtips there. I'm of course doing this whole thing with infinite fuel, if you hadn't figured out by now, right? Swap engine for the Panther for extra fun. I know, I just was... What I have done is add some extra wings here to make it extra stable. You know, give it extra turning capability so I can, you know, go for these. We didn't need that part, it was just weighing me down. Okay. They gain sentience, they are. They are now heading... Oh wow, one of them died. How did that happen? Why are these things falling back? Oh, it's probably because they went beyond physics range. It's raining rings! The Olympics are coming home to roost! This is what happens when North Korea goes to the Winter Olympics. Just kidding. I'm really glad to see North Korea at the Winter Olympics because for all their diplomatic issues, I think it's good to have, you know, hey, it's good to have them participating in something. Because participation is the first step towards interaction and towards diplomacy. You think Northrop Grumman screwed up Zuma? I think so as well. But here's the interesting thing, like, while Northrop Grumman were responsible for getting launch services for Zuma, they will not confirm or deny whether they actually built the satellite, which is an interesting thing. What they did confirm is that they built the payload adapter. So we know they did that, but we don't know if they actually built the satellite in question. Oh, okay, Sonic the Hedgehog, raining rings, that's right, yeah. That is true. But these are exploding rings. It's not like, you know... Does anyone remember Second Life, where they managed to spawn the hack that spawned like 1,000,000 rings? Okay, here we go. Okay, did that again. Everything explodes in Kerbal Space Program. Okay. Ah, 'tis only a flesh wound. Okay, well let's revert that to launch. Should I get the ukulele out yet? I'm not sure. I think that would be a really bad idea. So let these things settle down before I disconnect them from their life support. Settle down. Settle down. We're gonna stage. Okay, so now if I run this script, they should all take off together. Script is running. Excellent! Woohoo! Oh, they're already going off in their own direction. Uh-oh. They're kind of fighting it out in the sky. These ones are doomed. No! And this one... What happened to this one? Why is that one continuing to go up? And these ones are continuing to go up. Did I crash the script? Oh wait, it threw an exception. It says... No such vessel or something. Basically, one of the vessels exploded. So once it exploded, the engines locked where they were. So I think what I need to do is actually have some code. I like how these are like literally interlocked here. In a deadly embrace on their way to the start. Look, it's the Olympic rings! It's the Olympic rings in rocket form! This is clearly just a paid stream by the International Olympic Commission, who no one would have known about the Winter Olympics if it wasn't for this stunt, obviously. Let's revert flight to launch again. Put a try-catch around that code. Yes, that would require me remembering how to do that. This is the Python version. I think what I want to do... yeah. How do I catch that except... Maybe I should just, like... I'm a total sellout. Absolutely, yes. Total sellout. You know what? Maybe I should just recreate the list every time. Let's just do that. Lazy mode is recreate the ring every single time. I can hear Sky practicing ukulele in the next room, and she is not going to participate because she needs to sleep. Oh, Sky's brought me a ukulele. And she, yeah, okay, that's really embarrassing. This is really embarrassing because I don't actually have any chords figured out. Okay, let's see how this works. She's basically saying use these chords, yeah. This is really interesting. I think the problem here is that the iteration time, the time it takes to re-enumerate the list, is far too long. Oh, and we just had a crash. Because in the time it took to enumerate the list, one of the vessels crashed and exploded. Yeah, not gonna do that just yet. Let me just try and figure out what I can do. Oh, this thing, we've totally lost the thing. So, yeah, I'm not sure. I might have to look up because I don't remember how to do their unsaved changes. Save that. Save that. Okay, we got that. KSP code and debugging. Yes. How could we not... Stack Overflow is my best friend. I know. I'm just let me... Actually, is there a way... What I want to know is just a test for... Is this still a vessel in Kerbal RPC? So what I need to do is... If I get a vessel object, can I just say, does it still exist? Control, like, so I think if I even access that object, it'll throw an exception, right? It just seems to have... Is there no easy way to say, like, catch an event when a thing... Maybe I should do that. Try catch is mad easy in Python. I'm pretty sure it is, right? I don't code a lot of Python. I mean, I try to teach the kids that, but, you know, I mostly program in C. I'm just going to be clear. Yeah, try... I just need to try. I don't think I even need an accept, right? Or maybe I need an accept. Yeah, accept. Pass. Okay. Let's just try that. Ha! Let's just try. Gotta delete this stuff here. So I'm gonna have to change the indentation. So pardon me. In fact, let's bring up the code here. Look, I can actually bring up the code. So wait a second. If we're gonna just do a try and then indent... in new indent region. Yes, okay, there we go. Try. And then accept. Do I actually need to specify my exceptions? I just want a general exceptions and then pass. Let's see how that works. No, just accept. Just accept. I don't need anything else. Wait, what? Let's just save that and see what happens. No, you probably do need pass. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so let's hide this away and then let's do the staging. And then let's hit F5 to run this monster. And we'll see if we get any exceptions. Okay. Okay, no exceptions so far. But we are having exploding stuff. Which makes this fabulous. Okay. Am I going to post my script on the Discord? No, because you guys would laugh at how bad it is and talk about encoding things. I think we should just make a collection of space jellyfish and have them float through the sky. Did I remove the list reloading? Yes, I did. I think the other thing is that really what I need to do is have a lot of these events written to run server side so it's not spamming the, you know, communications link, right? I guess while this is flying, let's find my... Where's my plane? My plane must be here somewhere. Where's my plane? I just want... You know what? Let's revert flight to launch again. I just want to get airborne during that insane thing, right? This is how they made the rings for Superman 64. Yes, Superman 64 is a game of true awesome. Have you seen my video on Megaton Rainfall? I think that's how you should do a Superman video game. Okay, why is that flying? Oh, there's this thing is still flying. That's hilarious. I do want to kill it. That's interesting that that thing is still a valid vessel. Oh yeah, Megaton Rainfall has a villain mode. No, that's the point. It would make it too easy if it had a villain mode. Superman 64 is a work of art on the level of Mona Lisa and The Scream. Let's not forget Starry Night. Starry Night cannot compete with Superman 64. Okay, so now space. Okay, now run this script. F5. Okay, and very quickly, I want to get to my plane. Yes. Because I want to get airborne and fly through this. We have to get in the middle of this chaos as quickly as possible. Can I fly through any ring? Whoa! This is not rainfall, this is a ringfall. I'm not sure if I actually flew through anything there. I don't think I did. But we're going for it. Okay, there's something there. Let's go for that one. Oh, darn, missed it. This is a spoiler for the next Star Wars movie. What, do you think that there will be ring-shaped lightsabers? Is that what you're saying? Because, you know, ring-shaped lightsabers, that would be totally kind of awesome. We obviously had the weird electro-whip type things that the Praetorians had. Yeah, at this point, by the way, Star Wars spoilers are completely not spoilers anymore. There is nothing that would be considered a spoiler in the Last Jedi, and I stand by the fact that I think that it was a fantastic movie and has much to recommend it, especially cinematography wise. And I understand a few people had many objections, but honestly, I think the fact that it is being the real fans really like it is the real indicator. Also, I did find it quite amusing that some group of people were saying, "Don't you think the SJWs are ruining Star Wars?" And my response is, well, you know, the movie that was most criticized for being offensive to and racial stereotypes and everything was The Phantom Menace, right? So, yeah. If you really think that it needs to be more politically incorrect, then I present you The Phantom Menace as your favorite movie. Okay, here we go. Darn. Darn, this is so hard. I'm no true Scotsmaning. Yes, but here's the difference. I'm right. I'm serious. I am sick of the number of people that complained about the gravity bombs. Like, that was ridiculous, given the fact that we had seen gravity bombs already at work in The Empire Strikes Back. People seem to think, people are like, yeah, I remember those. Those are torpedoes they shot forwards from the TIE bombers. No, 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 no. You watch that, they shoot downwards. Because, oh, wait, there we go. Let's EVA out of this. Oh well. Snugglefruit, that's okay. If you've never watched a Star Wars movie, that's fine, as long as you have seen a sci-fi movie of some. How did? Big TJH. Why would DJ not know about it? He had to. He got told about the plan. Do you think that Finn could keep his mouth shut? Seriously. Finn was like, why do you want to break into a thing, right? You know, he got his clues. Also, he probably hacked BB-8. Ah, Blade Runner, yes. And I just finally got to see Blade Runner 2049, and I love it. I'm so happy I saw that movie. It's not as good as the original, obviously, but oh yeah, that's so good. And I'm gonna say, Love, easily my favorite character. She's just like, you know, she's awesome. So okay. Okay, people are like, anyway, way more detective work and police work. You know what? You can, yeah, plot holes and all that. Yes, whatever. Yes, I understand. But I'm gonna say there's plenty of plot holes in all the other Star Wars movies. So, seriously, if that's your criticism, then you should probably not watch any of the other Star Wars movies, because they all have plenty of plot holes in them, right? I've never watched the TV show Spartacus. Okay, so what should I do now, damn it? You know what we could do, actually? We've done flying through rings. We could try having a platform that hovers and land on that, right? That would be a cool idea, right? So what we're going to need to actually go back, and I'm going to need to load the original hover script, which only works on the active vessel, right? So let's just look at this hover. And we've got multi-hover, so I'm going to open that one. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Oh, darn, wrong button. Kill that. Yes, I want to kill it. So I'm going to bring up, I've got the original version of the hover script, which will only work on the active vessel. Now we need to build, I'm not sure I can build a flying runway because I've only got stock parts. So we need to build something that's large enough that I can try landing on it and see what happens. So actually what we're going to need, first thing we're going to need actually, so yeah, okay, I will totally give you, yes, that there is a that is an absolutely valid plot hole. Yes, DJ and Finn clearly could not have known about the transports due to the timing of everything and all that. So yes, but as I said, that doesn't even make it the biggest plot hole in in the Star Wars universe by any means necessary, whatever. Okay. This is one of these ones where I'm just like, oh yeah, which set of buttons is going to turn it there? Okay. Why does this not want to do that? Damn it. That is not what I want. Wait a second. Hold on. Why does it do that? That makes no sense at all. Okay. Let's just tag these outwards. Thank you. Use the Mark III or fuel tank for the surface. Do you think? No, I'm just going to use flat things, right? Is that not going to work? You want to use your fancy fuel tanks and all that? I'm just... Oh, and I've not got symmetry turned on. Okay. That's great. Let's just add some auto strut. Auto strut. Auto strut. Auto strut. We just need to make sure everything is auto strutted out the wazoo, as they say. That is a technical term which is used by technical people to describe technical things. So therefore, if you think it is not the correct way to describe it, then you should be a technical expert type of thing. So I'm going to need a lot of stability control here because, yeah, this thing is just going to want to flip around, right? So we're going to do that, and then now I'm using infinite fuel, but I think I still need fuel tanks because I have... You know, actually, here's an interesting problem. The spacecraft that's going to land on it is going to change the thrust-to-mass ratio of this thing, like, pretty much instantly. Okay. I don't need symmetry control on that. Okay, great. And fantastic. So we'll call this landing bad. Check my vectors, Victor. Just one big mainsail. No. No, 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 no. We need control. Okay, so let's see if this thing works. Okay, excellent. Wow, that is really loud. So is it going to hover at about 100, 200 meters? I have no idea what it's doing here. Yeah, I think it's mostly hovering. That's great. Okay, so now revert flight to launch, and we need to go to the other place. Add some red landing lights, iterate through them and have those boys flash. That would be great. That would require me writing code. So I want to go to the Space Center. I want to have a thing where I fly and try to land. You guys ever see the video where they're testing hovering rockets? Yeah, I mean, the Delta Clipper was the one where they were testing that. But SpaceX obviously did that as well. Okay, so we're just going to need a really simple... And you know what? I actually want to make it about as light as possible. So do I even... I think I just want to use like a super tiny... Does this have... What I want is one that has at least some sort of internal torque. Let's just use this one. So I'll just add a tiny thruster to this. And tiny landing legs. Where's the landing legs? Here. That is enough for me. Okay, so lander. Okay. I know I would love to spend a little more time building cool stuff. It does look like a daddy long legs, except that it's got short legs and not nearly as many legs as a daddy long legs. Okay, Kerbal RPC. We had a bit of an error there. No. You see, here's the thing. Aquila Hawk 2001. A big part of the casino thing is to introduce this idea of the common people throughout the galaxy, right? You know, the kid, stable kid. Like, I think that's the theme they're trying to get at. Yeah, it was just like trying to ape the, of course, the classic cantina scene from the original movie, which is totally understandable that you might want to borrow from that. Okay. Right, so I should probably try to target this thing. It's this way. Okay. Who's the evil counterpart for the kid in the stable? Just you wait. Just you wait. You gotta be clear, right? Like, Snoke was talking about that stuff. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's true, right? You remember, Snoke is not, well, was not known for his truthfulness in general, so if you don't like his explanation of the Force and good and evil and all that crap, you can pretty much ignore it and say, well, you know, until it's confirmed elsewhere through lots of scientific testing and Jedi occurrence rates and things like that, we can pretty much ignore it. Yet, Snoke did have an efficient haircut. That's absolutely true. I mean, what can we say? Okay, I am approaching this thing. I need a little more. I need a lot more thrust right now. Okay, apparently I've got this thing backwards. Okay, this is going to require a lot of conversation, a lot of concentration, which means very little in the way of conversation, due to the fact that I will be concentrating intensely on intensely concentrated stuff. I can't even speak correctly. I'm making up words which have no actual meaning in the English language. Even if Snoke believed it, it could absolutely be wrong. Yeah, he had his theory for the Force, which, you know. What I also thought, there was some guy posting one of my videos like, "Dear Rian Johnson, the Force doesn't work like that." Well, actually, you know, he had to run all that stuff by the Lucasfilm story group that basically had to decide whether it fit with the universe as explained. These uber nerds are professional uber nerds, right? These nerds are the guys that officially decide how the Force works. So if he convinced them, then like, you know, that's it. It is official. Of course, you know, those nerds could also be subscribing to the theory that Snoke was just, you know, making stuff up as he went along and didn't actually know. So, okay, this thing's flying. Okay, now I don't know where I am. No, it's this way. Man, I'm losing my sense of coordinates here. And north? North. No, I need to go north. Wow, this is insanely hard. Maybe I should come from like high up so I'm like aiming at a target from above. That might make more sense. Maybe I'll do that, right? So I can actually see the velocity vector as I'm aiming. Okay, here we go. Oh, but I need more thrust than that. There we go. Now, what's also interesting from Star Wars point of view is what the hell is up with Solo? Like, we've seen almost nothing from this movie, and it's going to be released very soon. It's going to be released like a few weeks after the Avengers. So, like, what the heck is going on there? Okay, I need to slow down a bit. Man, this is really hard. The good question is actually, this is now, is this thing gonna fly up over the terrain? Oh, man. Now, hold on. You know what I should do is switch my viewpoint here. Actually, this is my viewpoint. No, this is my viewpoint. I think I set the altitude to 200. I presume it's radar altitude. Otherwise, it would probably crash soon. Okay, here we go. Just look this way instead. I'm getting close. Yes! Woohoo! Woohoo! Yes! Is that not awesome, right? This is where I think that... Thank God for all that torque. I had to... The problem was that the nav ball was pointing me one way and the controls were reversed. Land a Kerbal on it is going to be really hard. So yeah, I think incidentally that the altitude is relative to the terrain. That's what's going on here. So now, yes, we landed something on a moving platform. There's no Kerbal to EVA. And here's the thing, the game will not allow the Kerbal to actually walk around because the animation cycles are based on them being on a surface, whatever. I hope this isn't too loud because it's really kind of freaking my ears out here. Can I get a remote KerbalRPC? Basically a Kerbal doing the Kappa face. I've no idea how to do that. I've no idea how to add emotes to my Twitch because I'm an idiot. I've had Twitch. I'm like a partner, and I really have not had any time to work on these extra features and stuff like that. This is pretty cool. This is just like sitting there. Since Meltdown / Spectre mess with the speculative execution, and that's basically how quantum computers work, could this be a first attack effective on the system, or is this a different thing? This is currently a different thing entirely. And I'm not sure anybody has really thought about the security of quantum computers, right? So quantum computers are going to be specific algorithm solvers. They're going to have security regimes that are similar to like graphics cards, right? Yes, Corey Gaming, it is just a case of Googling and doing, but you know what? I also have a day job. So, hold on. I need to... Ah, there we go. That was kind of cool. So the problem with this angle, right? I'm gonna try and... The problem is that the thing is moving in a direction which is confusing me. Maybe I should do a 180-degree rotation. That way the controls will actually be sensible for me. I'm gonna try and land again. So once again, intensive concentration. Uh-oh, overshooting. This is what happens, like... Yeah, the coordinate system requires some sort of... I don't know. It requires better targeting. Let's see if I can just do it again. Obviously, I'm doing this with infinite fuel, so this is not realistic. Man, I'm totally flying too high. Like, not paying attention to where I am. Oh, wow, that's really getting me messed up here. And I'm now going to be falling downwards really quickly. So let's actually get the velocity figured out. Okay. Gotta go that way. No, gotta go that way. Gotta go like that. Thrust limiter would actually be very helpful. You see, I forget a lot of these things when I'm, sitting around and being not sober. I love the fact that this thing is just kind of moving along over the surface and I'm trying to figure out how to get to it. Oh, there it is, going underneath it. Let's just... Let's just hammer it, right? The enemies... Oh, dear. Okay. Who says it would take a quantum computer to hack a quantum computer? Yeah, that... Somebody said that, but here's the thing. What they would mean is that it would take a quantum computer to figure out a crypto system that was produced by a quantum computer, right? That doesn't mean that it won't have dumb security mistakes, right? Because, yes, you can say that it would take ridiculous amount of processing time to generate or to crack passwords that are currently easy to crack, right? Turns out that most people are dumb and don't create good passwords. So, like, that is your argument against needing a quantum computer to hack a quantum computer, because people make mistakes. People are fallible. And most computer security holes are down to people making mistakes. And it doesn't even need to be the person that owns the machine. It can be somebody that, wrote code for it and it made it into it years ago, and the person is now, not caring about code because they're working a different company or something. Yes! Excellent! Second successful landing. See, it was more than a fluke. That's two. 2 times I managed that. I mean, here's the thing. Like, if I was really good with the code, I wouldn't need these here, right? Because these are fixing the problem with the thrusters interacting in a certain direction, right? Okay, what do I think of Bitcoin? I think that it's a huge bubble right now. And the problem with Bitcoin is that the main things that it's actually spent on are activities which are largely illegal, and so that's where the value of the market is actual coming from. Because if you really want to spend money elsewhere, you're gonna spend it using a system that's easier. Okay, so now I'm not gonna sing this stupid song. So let's. What about Dogecoin? Dogecoin may be the way to go. I'm just gonna say that. Maybe I should let's kill this thing. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Where'd that thing go? Oh, that's it crashing there. We choose to go to the moon. This thing has a lot of drag on it. So basically, what I had last Friday, I gave a talk on exploding rockets. Last Friday I gave a talk on exploding rockets and why they explode, things like that. And I realized that there would be a really cool song that you could come up with, and I'm gonna turn this into something better, and I'm probably gonna get a guest vocalist that can actually do it justice. But you're about to see something awful, and this will not make it into the final cut. I'm gonna be sure this edits out of things. So yeah, actually, it may not be the best way to do this is like, oh wait, wife's walking around upstairs. No, I can't sing this now. I'd be too embarrassed because she would hear it. It would be no, we'll not do that. Let's try and build like a thing. How do we build a cool looking? I want to build like a jellyfish. What would be the best thing to build a jellyfish structure out of? Obviously, you want to start with this, right? That was a close. People are like, "Oh, thanks. Oh my God, he was gonna sing. That was been awful. I would have been scarred for life." And you know what? You might be right. I'm not gonna guarantee that this kind of thing won't permanently scar you. Because really, no one can truly understand how awful my songwriting is. You just have to see it for yourself. It's just like The Matrix, but with less kung fu. That would be a band name for you. Just like The Matrix, but with less. It's true. No, I am a DJ. I'm a DJ more than I'm a songwriter. So, and this is not. I'm gonna say, I know a lot of people who write awesome tunes, and I'm really looking forward to seeing them again. But I came up with this because I can write some lyrics, and the lyrics are relevant to exploding rockets. And I do know a little about exploding rockets. Okay, that needs to be a bit rotatified here. Okay. I like that. Okay. We're building something that's going to look like a jellyfish. Your head makes a better door than a window. Oh, I'm sorry. There we go. Look, we're doing this. Thank you. Those who can say it's true. I I actually sang like when I was a kid, and I was like one of the lead singers in the choir. But then my voice broke during a concert, and that was that. It's kind of funny. So how do we make something that looks like a jellyfish? No, it's supposed to look like a jellyfish. Okay, so I guess we gotta have. Okay, gotta do that. There, so we gotta have things kind of hanging down. So I'll do that. There we go. So this will be like a space jellyfish, and we can just create swarms off them, right? I'll do some more. I kind of like the look of that. We just need to add little bits of rotation here and little bits of rotation here and there. Oh yeah. So yeah, is anyone gonna be at GDC San Francisco this year? Cause I am. It's my favorite, conference of the year because it's full of people that do video games, and I like people that do video games. Yeah, so this is like the what do you call them? The stingers, the whatever. 25 kilotons to orbit. Been there, done that. 25 kilotons to orbit is actually a pretty easy challenge to do. And so what I need here is a little fuel tank or something. Let's just do that. And then we need an engine which will support its weight. So let's try this. TWR is too low, so I'm going to need something a little more potent. This is probably potent enough. Yeah, I'm going to use this because it's going to have more torque. Okay, jellyfish. Build a fairing. That's a great idea. Why didn't I think of that? That is fabulous. A friend is studying to be a DJ. Any advice? Yeah, don't study. Seriously, if there's anybody that claims to teach you this stuff, it's a waste of time. You should basically play tunes. That's what you do. Okay, no, that's not it. What I'll do is I'll stick this on the front. Okay, so this is not going to work unless I do something special, right? So what I'm going to do, pick this around, flip it upside down, and yeah, we'll create like a jellyfish top here. Oh, that's perfect, actually. What am I doing? That's perfect. Hey, excellent. Okay, now put this engine back on. Let's try flying this. Really, so look, the thing about being a DJ is it's all about being a complete music nerd and just always loving music and wanting to always play music. And F5. Okay, maybe I screwed that up. Let's kill this thing before it happens. Yes, I want to kill it. F5. Oh, this is the multi-hover script. This is not going to fly because it's not the multi-hover. Where is the regular script that I had? I had the hover script somewhere. No, that's not it. I had it with idle. Revert flight to launch. Because what I want to do is have lots of these, obviously. Wait till it to load. F5. And jellyfish. Oh, wow. Oh, apparently I forgot that the staging button would stage things. Let's fix some stuff here. I'm going to add some staging because the staging is the way to go. Unfortunately, this is as wide as the jellyfish thing will get. It does look like it's all about the pain. Here comes the pain! Okay, let's see if it manages to make it into the air this time. Oh yes! Look! We got it! Oh, it's a self-hovering jellyfish. I'm pretty sure this thing is not going to survive. My 3-year-old believes that all rocket ships are designed to explode. This thing is apparently having some issues with turning. It just can't seem to turn itself. Okay. Well, that didn't work very well, did it? Let's put some stuff on this to help it turn. It's cause the rocket motor is up high, do you think? Yeah, I don't know how to fix that then. It's totally encounter at farpoint, yeah. So I think instead what we're going to have to do is just stick on a bunch of reaction wheels. That should work. And then just remove the gimbal strength on this. Although I'm having some gimbal might actually work. Okay, gotta kill this process. And then get ready to F5. F5 ASAP. F5 happening. Got some F5 action going on. And okay, that's looking a little better. There is a 10-meter heat shield. I completely forgot about that. That would be exactly the thing to put on top of this. And I kind of like the way that this is just floating around like a weird jellyfish. Oh wait, no, it's starting to lose control here. Yep. I think this is an aerodynamics issue that's causing that. Yeah, let's try that. Let's try the heat shield instead. Thermal inflatable heat shield. And actually just inflate the heat shield. Oh, that! Ooh, I think that may be it. But I'm going to disable the gimbal in this completely. So I now need to be able to put 10 of these in the air. So I can have like a whole family of them. There we go. Well, let's see how it works now. So there's no gimbal power in this anymore, so I'm hoping that that'll just keep it straight up and down. There's like little bits of weird side slippage, but I think it's time to attack the space alien, the space tentacle beast in the sky. And no, I think we're going to have the same issue, but I think part of the problem was that the gimbal, once it started to slip sideways, the gimbal forces would tend to make it worse. Okay. It's the flying spaghetti monster. It is starting to fall over, isn't it? We have... Oh, there it is. That's it. Finally giving up the ghost. Still. You think I should try EVAing onto that thing? Okay. So hold on. I'm gonna just try something here. I gotta kill this process. Okay. Now the problem is... Okay, that thing is flying now. There we go. Gear up. Can I get near enough to it to land? Nope. Oh, wow. It's amazing how close I got to that thing. Oh dear. At 41 meter, didn't I make a sky whale? I could have that eat the jellyfish. Yes, but the sky whale wasn't big enough, and I think it actually was in a different save. The throttle may be too low to produce electricity. It doesn't matter, I've got infinite electricity involved here, because infinite stuff makes stuff a lot easier. Okay. Are you saying giving up the ghost? Yes. Why would I not say that word? That word totally existed in English. You gotta remember that English borrows the best bits from every other language, right? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to land on this with this thing, but I just kind of want to try and get close. Oh, actually, you see how close I got there? I should probably, actually, now I think about it, double click on that, right? So that I can actually get some information on where it is. So what language does giving up the ghost come from? Because I want to know, because I've been using that expression for years. I could try using reverse thrust as well, obviously. Oh, look at that! Oh, Nelly! And I swear I don't have the cheats turned on for like no damage. That was just, you know, that was just what happens. Okay, let's try one more time. Okay, what I want to have is reverse thrust available here. And you know what? If I switch my command mode to chase, then I should at least be able to see what direction I'm flying. Nope, chase is not set up correctly. Okay. Okay, never mind. Forward thrust again. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I need planes that fly a whole lot slower, basically. Ugh. Well, that isn't going anywhere. This is where it'd be nice to have like one of those drones for... Oh, wait a second, I'm stalling. Let's just land this thing. I've had enough of flying. I want to try landing. Beautiful. Oh, yeah, mostly did it. Oh, make the slowest plane possible. Well, the problem is I think that the I think it's just really small, and I'm using stock parts. So, like, if I did build a bigger one, I would be able to fly it. Look at it. It's literally going to fly just next to me here. It's pretty cool that it does that. Just floating by. Uh-oh. I wonder how far it'll get. Maybe I wonder what happens if I use time acceleration. This is pretty cool. I do like the art on it as well, which is kind of XKCD style, stick figures doing things like, paddleboarding and sailing and, sailboarding and mountain climbing and things like that. Yeah, it seems to be picking up a speed of about 10 meters per second. I'm wondering if it's because the... Well, no, actually, the angle and heading. Oh, interesting, it seems to have turned, it's changed its direction. It's almost like it's plankton blowing on the wind. We could actually do that, just have like a ton of them floating in the sky. Maybe it's standing still and the planet is moving. I don't... That is not what's going on here, for sure. I'm just wondering if it's related to just random noise in the autopilot, which may be changing the orientation with some sort of, bias in one direction or another. It is actually going this direction now, which is really interesting. So yeah, you may have heard that in a week from now, a week from today, there will be an update to the Kerbal Space Program console release, which is a good thing. Now, if you've got if you've got the console releases of Kerbal Space Program, you will get the enhanced edition for free. However, your existing saved games, which are prone to getting destroyed by the old version, will not be compatible, so they will be guaranteed to be destroyed by the new one, I guess. But hey, you get a chance to go and get all those achievements again, and we all know how much fun that was. Yes. Yeah, it's nice that they've actually gone and fixed this particular problem. And maybe it's the Coriolis effect. I somehow doubt it's the Coriolis effect, but it's interesting that we're picking up speed in this direction. You know what would be interesting, actually, right? Let's just revert flight to launch again. I was thinking, let's try target heading 270. I don't care about this thing. I'm going to run this code here. So I've given it... I think I've given it a direction. Okay, that's not what I intended for it to do. Apparently I got my directions wrong. Let's try that direction. I think Autostrut didn't get them all, and with each rocket pulse it bends a little, altering the thrust vector. That is indeed a good interpretation of potential problems, but maybe not actually truth. Okay, let's see if this thing will hover. Okay, so I've told it to slightly aim along 270 degrees, so it'll actually head eastwards, slowly. Yeah, westwards, actually. So it should actually pick up some speed over time. So I just want to see if that's what happens. Okay, that's good. So actually, let's give it a bit more. Let's give it like 80 degrees. Revert flight to launch. Do 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 do. And I gotta kill this. It's kind of fun because this is doing most of the work for me. Okay, they are 80 degrees, so it'll just hang out at 80 degrees and pick up like lateral speed over time. That's nice. It's kind of slipping sideways this way. So what I want to see it do is actually see if it'll fly over the mountains. See what'll happen. Like, will it fly up the side of K2 or whatever? It might take some time to get there. That's why I'm using time acceleration. Maybe we should set the altitude a bit lower as well. I mean, I don't know why I'm doing it in this ridiculous spacecraft. I just thought, why not? I see Orion came out for a second without a shirt on and then went back in and got a shirt on. So he clearly now understands common decency. Pushing robot, that may in fact be... I think Kerbal OS and Kerbal RPC share a lot of the same APIs, so if it's possible in one, it might be possible in both. I kind of like this thing hugging the terrain like that. Is this a spacecraft? It's not really. It was a landing platform. I'm basing the altitude off the terrain altitude. So what I could do is actually make this lower. But what I want to see is, will it zip over the mountaintops? And maybe we should set the altitude to like 30 for just fun, you know? Let's try that. Revert to vehicle assembly. And I'm going to kill this. And so actually, save this. I'm going to save. Open. Let's fly my little test vehicle that I had for... Oh, let's fly the lander. That'll fly just fine. And what I'm going to do is set the target altitude to be like 30 meters, 100 feet. And we'll see how fast it gets. Here it goes. Whoop. Okay, that might be a bit of a problem. It has too much thrust, basically. Oh, actually, it's going to have some trouble getting over the space center. Okay. Well, that didn't work very well, did it? It had too much thrust. I think it might need a thrust limiter. Let's set it down to about 20% and see what happens. Did I ever build a Harrier? I built several VTOLs in Kerbal Space Program, but I never did the Harrier style of thrust vectoring because it's really hard to control. Let's try that now. Okay, there we go. Oh, okay. Well, that didn't work very well, did it? Oh, you know, here's the problem. Liquid fuel has to be greater than 0. Yeah, that's the problem. It checks to see that the thing has liquid fuel, otherwise it doesn't work. Even though I'm using infinite fuel, like, okay, its thrust to weight ratio needs to go up a bit. I'll do TWR of 2:1, save, launch. Okay, now let's see if we'll do this. I did see, I saw an interesting thing I saw was a NASA Harrier at the Oakland Aviation Museum. Okay, here we go. There's picking up sideways velocity now. But I think it'll make it over. Maybe not. Maybe I should force it to go north just to make sure. There we go. I'm manually steering it through this stuff. Which is kind of cool, actually. I can still give it manual control inputs. So it's like zipping sideways like, along the surface because I told it to do that. Which I think is pretty cool. It's not actually as fast as the other one, but I kind of think that it looks a little more appropriate for the task at hand. I like how this thing is Yeah, about 30 meters tall, the whole thing, so you can figure out how small a thing I went through. I guess I could go and chase it with my aircraft. Let's do that. Let's go and chase after the lander. I can always crash this thing when I'm done with it. I'm just curious about how it's going to handle the mountains that it's coming at. I mean, I'm sure it'll handle them just fine. It's a UFO! Look! Up in the trees, it's coming! Oh, no. That's the hard roll is getting to me. Again. There, look, it's like doing terrain following and everything, which is pretty sweet. Oh, I'm doing terrain following, obviously, but not as good as this thing. Oh, although actually, I think I did that just fine. I wonder if I can slow down just enough to let it catch up. Come on, slow down a bit. Slow down. I'm deliberately pitching up and down, hoping that it'll, like, start getting closer to me. There we go. It's going to start getting closer, I think. Oh, there. Okay. Now it's going to catch up, but I'm going to crash before before it can catch up at this rate. Once again, still terrain following. I kind of like that. I like the way that it just is just chilling out there. Okay. Hoping I can get just enough speed to stay airborne here. Okay, I'm going to chase after it. But try to chase after it gently. I don't want to overdo my speed. Actually, what I could do is use the thrust reverser if I get too fast here, right? Okay, so let's do this. Thrust reverser for slowing down. Why was I doing those turns when I could just use thrust reverser? I'm going to try and match speeds with it as best as possible. There we go. So now, wait, it's going away from us. Wow. Jeb is absolutely having a blast. He just knows how much fun it is to chase after UFOs that are hugging the ground. I can't hear anything. Is this making noise? Yeah, it is still. So yeah, what I'm doing is I'm toggling the thrust reversers to make sure that I'm not approaching it too quickly. Which does actually... Are you talking about taking all your readings in your script? No, the script is really dumb. The script is really dumb at this time. It's not even got a PID controller in. It's just turning the thruster on and off when it's trying to maintain a certain altitude. Let's try and get a little closer. us. Look at us, we are but friends, brothers in the sky together, working to chase down this mountain and show it who's boss. Uh-oh. I've lost my thrust reverser control here. But that's pretty cool. Look, there we go. I see you there. Obviously keeping the undercarriage down because of the tendency for this thing to touch down on the ground. There's the ground just there. I need a lot of things on this plane that is poorly designed. It needs forward thrust as well. Oh, that's so hilarious. I totally lost against this thing. I wonder if I'll get airborne again anytime soon. That's us. We're airborne again. But it has eluded us. You have an urge to find the closest Waffle House to California. We have a Waffle House in Alameda. It's called Ollie's Waffle House, which many people mispronounce as Wally's Awful House. It's actually just fine, but I believe that I believe there's at least one person. I don't know. There's someone I remember to do with that. Is also drives race cars for giggles, but it's like crappy race cars. Okay, let's see if this... Oh, forward thrust is needed again. Whoa, Wally's house must be full of garbage. It sure is awful. Yeah, Wally is a local, of course, since Pixar is a local company. Wally has very much Bay Area technology sensibilities about him. Oh, Waffle House is a very specific chain. Is that what it is? I see. Sorry, we don't have that, but we do have In-N-Out Burger, which apparently all the cool people were having after the Golden Globes on Sunday. It's kind of fun to see, you know, Guillermo del Toro, you know, Best Director winner at having In-N-Out Burger because he could. Okay, now we're kind of approaching the target. I'm amazed that this thing is still like terrain following like a pro. Like a boss, and I'm still picking up speed here. Let's cut my thrust a little more. We got a loopy raid? Loopy dragon? Are you raiding? What does that mean? Wait, I'm in Oakland. We have the Raiders, at least until they go to Las Vegas. Seriously, though, I should probably try to not fly too close into... Whoa! There we are. There's my buddy there. There's my buddy. Flying through the air with the greatest of ease. And it has a bit more thrust to weight ratio than me. I'm chasing a probe up the side of a mountain. That is exactly what is going on here. I might need to use reverse thrust here because I'm going to do that and then that. I'm going to let it catch up. You have houses and also waffles. That is amazing. I've heard that you can combine the two into a waffle house, which is A bit like a gingerbread house, I would imagine, right? Based upon the semantics of the language, right? Yeah, look at us fly here. I'm deliberately doing this big deviation from the thing so I can try to get close to the target. Jolly hockey sticks. Yes, we have one of those. We've had those in the past. It's not so much chasing it as flying in close formation to something that isn't really an aircraft. I do kind of like the way that this, though, is still flying. I'm wondering if it's a UFO. We don't know where it's going, what it's doing. It's pretty hilarious. I should probably not crash into this, right? That would be bad. After all this work, it would be really bad to crash this thing. Oh, wait a second. When I turn the camera around, I gotta remember my controls get reversed. Okay, where is it? It's over there still. It needs to make Imperial probe droid noises. I don't know. That's my impersonation of an Imperial probe droid. And it goes pew pew. Again, that's my impersonation of the sounds they make. This would be a whole lot easier if it was flying faster. It's the Probot Mark II, yes. At some point, I'm wondering if this thing will climb up the side of the mountain and leave me behind. Or if it'll crash into the mountain. You know, this is kind of pointless that I'm just, like, flying after this thing, but I kind of enjoy it. I'm just chasing down a probe which I have written software for and let it fly sideways towards the mountain. I want to see how far it gets before it crashes. And obviously we're investigating. But it's kind of fun to fly information with these tiny things. My blaster impersonation sounds better than my droid impersonation. That's probably because there are more blasters than probe droids in the Star Wars movies. So I notice we also having that graphics glitch where everything's starting to flash and flicker. I'm wondering if that's like something in my graphics drivers that has been updated at some point. Because we had that issue last week. Someone could make a Chatterer pack using Navajo Code Talker recordings. That would be a reasonable facsimile of what a probe droid did. Oh, oops. Oh man, I did not mean to do that. It's still flying though! Oh yeah, badass probe. Excellent. I did not mean to do that. Yes. This is me chasing a drone down, obviously. There's a rogue drone operator out here somewhere. It totally recovered because it has badass programming behind it. In fact, it's probably faster now. Yeah, it's got 2 legs instead of 4, so... It's kind of fun messing around with stuff. I gotta figure out how to write better code for these things, but... yeah. I should probably learn the actual stuff behind PID controllers. And how to apply it correctly. Because you can't just blindly take a PID controller and apply it to anything. It'll sometimes work and sometimes not. I've got this. This is why we can't have nice things. Do you think I could fly underneath it? How about that? Let's try flying underneath it, right? So it's flying at 100 feet and I can fly lower than it, right? See, look. Yeah, look at that. Flying underneath it like a pro. Oh, now we're starting to get to the mountaintops. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? It's going to have more thrust than me. Maybe I should just land it and follow the probe to see how far it goes, right? Okay, I'm going to leave that there and go after the probe. Oh, darn, it crashed. It eventually met its match. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of cool that it did terrain following all that distance and then crashed as soon as I stopped. These are some huge ass trees. These are California trees, right? We have trees that big in California because California is awesome. I know some people describe it as a liberal hellhole, but you know, those people clearly don't understand capitalism. So yes, you managed to get through this without me actually singing the song because, you know, they say space is hard. So you know that it's okay that your rocket crashed into the ground and you didn't go to space today. No. They say space is hard, so you know that it's okay that your rocket... No, is it? That your rocket just crashed into the ground and you didn't go to space today. No, and the tune changes all the time. It's terrible. No, it's a whole thing. You know, like... If your main fuel tank has sprung a leak, you will not go to space today. If your IMU is upside down, you will not go to space today. If your flight computer can't count that high, you will not go to space today. And if your SRB has a hairline crack, you will not go to space today. And if you know the references to all those rocket launches, like all of those are referred to specific rocket launches. And obviously there's a video that goes with it, right? Yeah, let's get this thing up the side of the mountain. Because this thing is starting... Take me out to the black. You don't know the SRB? You won't be back, right? Tell them all I won't be back. Okay, do you think I can land on the side of K2 here? I'm going to throttle down a bit. The SRB one was... Well, the one that I'm thinking of is the Delta 2 that exploded in fiery chunks when launching a GPS satellite. Basically, the handling that they were supposed to do to get it onto the side of the rocket resulted in the carbon fiber exterior being damaged. And, okay... Oh, there we go. There we go, landing up on the side of the mountain. Come on, get the nose down here. Oops. Okay, never mind. Let's get out of here. Oh yeah, I love doing that stuff. Does this count as VTOL? It's a VSTOL, technically, because that's a very short runway when you measure it in terms of ground distance covered. Oh, I love gliding along the side of things. Tree! Tree! Mountain! Tree! Oh, look, there's the bit of the debris there from my... Oh, no, actually, no, it's a rock. I got a rock. And we get another rock there. Who's putting these rocks in my landscape? That's so unlike the rest of the landscape. I'm really confused. I'm happy that people are enjoying re-looking at uplink. Yeah, if you just look for uplink OS, that's the important part, right? If you look at the title, that gives you the clues to what to look for. Gotta get this on the ground so I can break. Professor of Aerospace Disasters. Boy, there are a lot of them. Besides, they're not really disasters unless people were, killed or lots of money were lost. But mostly people killed because, lots of money being lost is kind of funny. Yeah, I actually did some investigation in the Delta 2, and the people that got the photo that showed the booster cracking were from Aviation Week. And so I wanted to look for the photo, and it turns out that if you go to their website and register for free, you can have access to like every single Aviation Week from 1916 to 2016. So it's like fantastic. You get a whole giant history of every single thing there, and you can read them all. So yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in, and maybe we'll have the song soon at some point. But yes, thank you. Your time is appreciated, and I shall see you tomorrow. Fly safe.